Welcome to your Daily Writing Habit, episode number 722. If you're writing a book or thinking about it, or maybe you've started writing your book but you need some help getting it done, you are in the right place. Good morning. Happy Writer Wednesday. That's what day it is. I'm your host, Christine Whitmarsh. If you're looking for me online, look for Christine Inc., like that stuff we write with. Each day I'm sharing with you the writing habits I've learned over my 19 years as a ghostwriter, book coach, and author. I have found that three things in particular have a huge impact on your success as an author, and they can turn a quote-unquote non-author into a published one, just like that. Those three things are writing fundamentals, productivity, and mindset habits. And once again, good morning, everyone. Happy Writer Wednesday. What we do here on the show every Wednesday is I offer up some sort of quote that hopefully is pertinent to your writing or being an author, all that other good stuff, and then find a way to apply that quote to your writing in the most actionable way possible. And here is this week's quote, and it is a super long one because I really, really loved it when I came across it. I think it's going to be helpful to quite a few of my clients and authors who follow me. It seems to be a subject of discussion lately in my tribe of authors, so I hope you all enjoy it. Here's the quote. To me, the single biggest mark of the amateur writer is a sense of hurry. Hurry to finish a manuscript, hurry to edit it, hurry to publish it. It's definitely possible to write a book in a month, leave it unedited, and watch it go into the world and be declared a masterpiece. It happens every 50 years or so. For the rest of us, the single greatest ally we have is time. There's no page of prose in existence that its author can't improve after it's been in a drawer for a week. The same is true on the macro level. Every time I finish a story or a book, I try to put it away and forget it for as long as I can. When I return, its problems are often so obvious and easy to fix that I'm amazed I ever struggled with them. Amateur writers are usually desperate to be published as soon as possible. And I understand that feeling. You just want it to start, your career, your next book, whatever. But I wonder how many self-published novels might have had a chance at getting bought and finding more readers if their authors had a bit more patience with them. Charles Finch. And again, that's an extended quote that I chose. It seems to be a subject of discussion amongst my authors. There's a lot of wisdom in it, especially from the standpoint of editing and having patience in the editing process. I know many of us actually as authors, we all struggle with the editing phase of our manuscripts. Many authors compare the editing phase to the writing phase, trying to match it up to the unexplored joys and flows of the writing phase. Well, here's where the problem is. Editing and writing are two different processes with two different energies, two different goals. Really, editing and writing are two different animals. Just because editing doesn't feel like writing doesn't make it something worse than writing. Just like writing your rough draft is an opportunity to find your story, editing is your opportunity to fine-tune it in many ways, for the first time actually, to really write it. To take the words you've put on the page and fine-tune them into art. It's your opportunity to polish the diamonds you've created the beginnings of during the writing process, to dig into your literary toolbox and apply the art of brevity and visual multisensory writing, adding more stories, because you can always add more stories, adding more stories, analogies, metaphors, allegories, all the things that elevate words on a page into a piece of art that will stand out from the other books on the shelf, which is our goal as authors anyway. Editing gives you the opportunity to do that. Once you stop trying to make editing something it isn't, a form of writing, and appreciate it, a form of writing as you think of writing rough drafts. So stop trying to make it, the writing of a rough draft. Editing is something different. Once you start trying to appreciate it for what it is, you'll find all sorts of new surprises in the process, all sorts of new aspects to appreciate. This is your chance to take the gems of genius you've already laid down on the page and make them truly special, truly your own, truly put your personal stamp on this book. Because I can barely even tell you, there's so much beauty in the editing process. So just stop trying to make it writing of the rough draft. It's a completely different energy. Like I said earlier, it's a different process. It's a different method. Find the beauty of editing and really just roll with it, because this is your opportunity to make your work shine and stand out. And once again, happy Writer Wednesday, my fellow authors, and thank you for joining me here on Your Daily Writing Habit, where I am helping you write and finish writing an awesome book And please drop by my Inc. Authors group on Facebook for motivation, accountability, book writing, publishing resources, and more. And I would love it if you could subscribe to Your Daily Writing Habit wherever you're listening to it. I know you all are listening in many different places. There seem to be podcast channels popping up daily. So if you could subscribe wherever you are, that would be awesome, and leave a review. Thank you. Until tomorrow, happy writing.